James Cochran was born in 1958 in Jackson, Georgia, a very rural agricultural county in central Georgia. His parents, Thomas, a farmer, and Eleanor, a mill worker, raised a family of 5 boys. James began working on the family farm at a very young age with assigned daily chores, caring for the animals. By the age of 11, he was adept at working unsupervised with farm equipment, including tractors, a hay baler, and the combine. James loved the outdoors but knew early on that the farm life was not for him. However, he developed a good work ethic that would serve him well throughout his life. At approximately 15, Interstate 75 completed construction near James's home, and job opportunities on the exit near his home became available. James began working part-time at a service station pumping gas so that he could leave the farm work behind. He attended Jackson Public Schools, and working at the service station had allowed him to save enough money to purchase a vehicle at the age of 15. It was a 1970 Chevrolet Camaro. The Camaro became a labor of love as he worked on the car and poured all of his spending money into it, making this his perfect car before his 16th birthday. During this time, James's uncle ran the Pepsi-Cola bottling company in Griffin, Georgia, and James worked for his uncle after school and over the summer month, sorting returnable bottles and loading route trucks, making off-schedule deliveries for extra money. In 1977, James graduated from Jackson High School with honors and was awarded the Dundee Mills Scholarship in the textile management. James worked the night shift at Dundee Mills while he was going to school full-time. And he knew 2 things for sure. He needed employment to sustain himself, and he could not accept working in textiles for the rest of his life. So he began pursuing other employment opportunities with growth potential. He kept in contact with friends at Pepsi, and when he learned that they had an opening, he applied for the position. He was offered the job and began employment with Noonan Pepsi in their Griffith division as a routeman, and his career in the bottling industry began. James's salesmanship, drive, and work ethic was quickly recognized, and after less than 2 years as a routeman, he was promoted to route supervisor and transferred to Carrollton, Georgia. This was exciting as Buffalo Rock was becoming a major player in the soft drink industry in the South. Additionally, Buffalo Rock was in growth mode with fertile ground for upward mobility career opportunities, especially for experienced, talented, educated young men with a great work ethic. James checked all of these boxes. Soon after Buffalo Rock's acquisition, James was promoted to general sales manager of the Noonan, Georgia franchise. In 1985, James was promoted again to general manager of the LaGrange, Georgia franchise. Truly, his career with Buffalo Rock had just begun. Over the next 4+ decades, James went from strength to strength with various promotions and transfers encompassing roles not only in Georgia, but also Alabama. Finally, he landed in Birmingham, Alabama, in sales, and then in the corporate office as the corporate executive director of retail sales, where he continues employment to the present day. It's been a labor of love. Along the way, James has been involved with numerous civic, community, and professional organizations, serving in many leadership positions. He's been married to Jan, his high school sweetheart, for over 46 years, and they've reared 2 exceptional sons and have 5 grandchildren. 3 boys and 2 girls. James's faith in Jesus Christ has sustained him throughout his life, and his wife and his family are his greatest treasures. One of the greatest pleasures of his life is being a dad and now a grandfather, and his family is his greatest accomplishment. When he started his career at Pepsi and had the great fortune of being in the right place at the right time, when Buffalo Rock purchased the territory and afforded him the opportunity to work for a company with a lot of career growth, he's been able to do things that he could have never dreamed as a young boy, laboring on the family farm. His family and him have been afforded the opportunity to travel throughout the United States and Europe, and he's met many wonderful people, most of which he still calls friends. The Pepsi business is really a people business based on relationships, and James has enjoyed every minute and every one. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Cochran.